My name's Precious, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. Now let's get into this video. So you guys, for today's video, I'm really excited. Because I am doing an unpopular opinions video. Yes, y'all, I'm doing an unpopular opinions video. And this is woke edition because a lot of y'all are asleep. And I'm here to wake y'all up. Some of this is, some nitty gritty stuff, and some of it is kind of lighthearted. So you guys, I just hope you guys enjoy this video with me. I'm sorry if I'm kind of like off-centered. I'm in a new spot to video, so sorry if I'm off-centered, but I think I'm pretty good. But yeah, you guys, before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because we are on the road to 200 subscribers. So you guys, subscribe to the channel, support a melanated queen. I am melanated, so support me. You guys, I love the support on my recent videos, and y'all, I just thank y'all for rocking with me for real because I'm so happy and I'm so excited. You guys, I got on the 25 millimeters today. I felt like, I felt like I had to get cute. You feel me? Okay, y'all, but let's get into these unpopular opinions, woke edition. All right, y'all, little disclaimer. I said what I said, I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. And that's on facts, no printer. Y'all, I had to say it because these topics, they're intense. But you guys, for the first thing is, guys need hygiene videos on YouTube. There are so many videos with girl hygiene videos and girls like what to bring in middle school and what's in my life kit. What is it called? Period kit? What is it called? Little bag kit? I don't remember because I haven't watched those videos since I was little. Like school kit, what are they called? I don't even remember. But it was like, what's in my little kit? Like, what do I bring to school? Like, keep it in this little Ziploc bag, and like we had that, and boys didn't. And I just feel like they needed it because they thought Axe body spray was good. Like, oh, I'm Axe body spray, I'm good, I'm walking out the house. Like, no. You need deodorant. You need Old Spice. You need Degree. You need Mitchum. You need something. Dove, something, I don't know. But you just can't be spraying Axe body spray and going about the day. No ma'am. No sir. No.
No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am.
Like, get it together. Like, we have so many videos on YouTube about periods and about shaving and about all this stuff. And boys literally have no videos. Like, boys need to make hygiene videos for other boys so that they know not to be smelling stank because, honey, reek. Like, I just feel like, come on now. Like, who is teaching y'all? Because they're not doing a good job. Like, come on now. Come on. Like, if girls have to keep up with themselves and do all this stuff, boys need to do as well. Get it together. Get it together. You guys, I feel like I look like I've been crying because my nose is like kind of red when I did this. You see? What's going on? Okay, y'all, next one. It is so hard for me to get into astrology. Like, a lot of people like zodiac signs and moon rising, sun setting, something. It's hard for me to get into it. The only time that I really get into the zodiac signs is to see if me and my crush are compatible. Like, that's it. Like, if I ask you, what's your zodiac sign?
Boy, if you don't get...
But no, if I ask you what's your zodiac sign, that means I like you. I just told my secret. There we go. But I only know like my parents and my sisters, and I don't even know my brother's zodiac signs. So yeah, that's the only time I really get into astrology. I'm an Aquarius. My sister's Gemini. My dad's a Virgo. And mom's a Capricorn. No. My mom's a Sag. No. What is she? Mama! Well, she's neither. She's a Scorpio. Sorry. When she watches videos, she can be like, oh my gosh. But yeah, y'all. That's the only time I really get into astrology. Okay, next one is female rapper drama. Like, we as listeners and we as supporters and fans, we're always comparing rappers. Lil Baby and the Baby. NLE Chopper and Eminem NBA Youngboy. those names are tongue twisters. But it's like we always compare, and you don't see the boy rappers beefing and stuff. Like the females rappers, they always have to take it upon themselves to like beef, and we're just comparing two rappers and different sounds. Like y'all took it upon y'all selves to start that. Y'all took it upon y'all selves to start that. Like somebody else said something to make you start that. Like they had to come out and say it. We are just comparing sounds and rappers. Like nobody is wanting y'all to beef. Nobody is wanting female rappers to be hating each other and not putting each other on. And it's like they don't have to entertain the drama. Like they can just establish that there is room in the rapmosphere. You get anything there? Rapmosphere. Ha! Rapmosphere. There is room in the industry for all dope female rappers. Like they don't have to entertain the drama or the beef. Like we're just comparing different sounds and different artists. So let it be that. Let it be that. Okay, next, interracial couples. Now, interracial couples, they're cute, they're fun, they're fresh. You know, personally, I have no preference. I could see myself with any race of a man, honestly. Like, I just pray to God that the husband that gets me, you know, that catches me, reels me on it. You know, I just pray that he is a God-fearing man and he loves me and he accepts me and he gives me beautiful children. Feel me? But date whoever you want, but just don't bash the people of your race. Like if you're gonna date a white girl, don't bash black girls. If you're gonna date black girls, don't bash white girls. Like I just feel like accept your race and don't bash people of your race, because that can make them feel insecure, like nobody wants them. You feel what I'm saying? So if you have a preference or whatever, if it even is a preference, like I feel like people shouldn't have preferences. Like I feel like if you're gonna have a preference, let it not be a preference of race. Let it be a preference of personality. Let it be a preference of face features, if you like big lips or small lips. Like let it be a preference of that, not a preference of skin tone. Just said something there. Rewind it and listen to it again. But yeah, y'all, I just feel like just accept your own race. And also, if you're going to date somebody of a different race, take the time out to go into that person's culture and see what it's like, so you can better teach your children how to accept both sides of them. That's why mixed children, they don't like know where they fit in, or they don't have all of their culture. Like they feel like they have to choose. But if you really sit them down and teach them about both of their cultures and let them accept both of their cultures, then they will less likely be confused about who they really are. That's why people of different races, you need to take the time out to learn that person's culture. If I date a Hispanic person, I am going to take the time out to embrace the culture and learn, so I can teach my children. If I date a white person, whatever, if they're German or whatever there is, I'm going to take the time out. If a white person or whoever person is going to date me, they need to take the time out to learn about black culture and black things, you know? So I just feel like just take the time out to embrace the culture, because you want your children to be good. You want your children to be straight. So embrace the culture. Embrace the culture. Y'all, the next one is cancel culture. It's kind of a tongue twister, but cancel culture, I just feel like it's not a thing.
It must be said.
Because I feel like people will cancel somebody for 3 months and then they'll still go back to selling makeup or records or whatever they're doing. Like I just feel like because people have such strong fan bases and fans, that if you try to cancel them, there's still other people who watch them and who accept them. Like people who try to cancel James Charles, yeah, he was canceled for like a good 3 months, but he still has supporters, he still has fans. His makeup palette was still selling in Morphe stores or Ulta or whatever they at. But so I just feel like you can't really cancel people. And like with Jeffree Star and things, like with these celebrities and stuff, y'all keep trying to cancel them, but you have to remember, these people are millionaires. These people have other businesses on the side. These people don't have to rely on YouTube and social media for their life. Like Jeffree Star, he has a whole business, but we can't talk about that. But if you know, you know, he has a whole nother business, and they have other investments in houses and properties and everything like that. So even if you're canceling them, they're still living lavish. They're still living, like, they still live in their $1 million houses. Like even if you cancel them, they're still living good. So it's not like they care, you know. Like they might get a little hate on social media for a good 3 months, but what does that compare to the rest of their life in $1 million house? You see what I'm saying? Cancel culture is not real. Okay, so next one, this is a little political, but I feel like a vote for a person other than Biden is a vote for Trump.
Because I heard him first. I said, hold on.
Like, I know on the ballot there's other presidents, but those presidents don't stand a chance against Trump. Like, they don't stand a chance against Trump. So I feel like if you don't vote for Joe Biden and you vote for somebody else, it's a vote for Trump. It really is a vote for Trump. And if you write in a name, like, bro, they don't stand a chance against Trump. If you still don't know the difference between mukbangs and ASMR videos, the door.
The door.
The door. Have you exited the door? It's right there. Literally. ASMR and mukbang videos are two different things. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, because it's like, how ASMR videos is when you have a microphone and you're eating with no talking, nothing. You're just eating, just eating. Mukbang videos is when you talk and eat at the same time, like a story time. Like Zoe, I am Zoe, he does mukbangs. Zach Choi does ASMR. Like, mukbangs and ASMR are two different things. Nick Avocado, he doesn't really do ASMR. He does mukbangs. You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these compilations, they be having mukbangs in the title, and I'm like, this is ASMR. Or they have ASMR, and I'm like, this is mukbang. Like, I just feel like you need to understand the difference. Because if you don't by now...
Ashamed of yourself. Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
The door, like I said, the door. Okay, the next one. I hate, like, this is one of my biggest pet peeves is when people try to invalidate other people's feelings. Like, yes, I know that other things bigger are happening in the world, but these are my feelings right now, and this is what I'm feeling right now. And for you to say my feelings don't matter, or for you to say somebody off is worse than me, so brush it off, bro, what are you doing, bro? That's why a lot of people have mental health issues. That's why a lot of people have mental health issues, because they never cope or deal what's going on with their feelings. So it just builds up and they start getting diagnosed and all these other things because they never deal with their emotions. You have to express your emotions, and you have to allow other people to express their emotions. Yes, I'm dealing with this right now, and I know that somebody else in another country is dealing with something else, but I'm dealing with this right now, and if I don't get myself together, I'm going to be messed up mentally. So people need to take the time out to get personal with their feelings and be like, yes, I feel this way. Let me deal with this. Let me cry it out. Let me vent. Let me go throw a plate on the ground, like, or something. Let me go to you know those places where you can just punch stuff. Like, let me just go somewhere to get my emotions out so I can feel better about what I am going through. Period. Like, I don't like when people try to invalidate other people's feelings, and a lot of people try to do this to me, like make me like, oh, Precious, stop it, you're doing too much. Like, no, this is how I'm feeling. What do you mean I'm doing too much? This is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm going through right now. Let me deal with this. Because that's why a lot of people have mental health issues, because they don't like to deal with their emotions. You need to deal with that stuff, bruh. You can't just let that stuff sit on your heart and sit on your mind, because you're never going to be right. You never going to be right. All right, y'all. I'm so sorry if the angle has changed. You know, my storage was full. I don't understand why my storage is full. Don't I have, like, I don't know. So next one. You don't have to support a certain group or community. Like, with Christians and Muslims, like, they don't support homosexuality or the LGBTQ community. And a lot of people of that community and people who are supporters of that community, they like to say, oh, they're being homophobic, but no, they're not being homophobic. That's just their beliefs. You start to be homophobic when you say slurs and when you're rude to people, and that's just not okay. As long as you have respect for that person as a human being and you love them and you understand them, I feel like you agree to disagree. Honestly, you just agree to disagree. You don't always have to agree with something someone is saying, like, or what something someone is doing. Like, I respect you, we're friends. Like, at the end of the day, we can go to the cookout and vibe out. Like, we can, like, I'll still call you for something. Like, if you need me, I'm there for you. We just have different beliefs on different topics, on different things. You see what I'm saying? Like, with atheists and Christians, or with people who like Vans and people who don't like Vans. Like it could be as simple as that. People who like chocolate and don't like chocolate. We could agree to disagree. At the end of the day, we are going to go to the cookout and we're gonna vibe. Like it can be heavy and it can be light. So like something like chocolate or something like homosexuality. It doesn't even matter. Like honestly, like we just have different beliefs and we have different ways of doing things. Like some people may whip their children, some people don't whip their children. We have different things, we have different lifestyles, but that does not mean we cannot be friends. That does not mean I don't love you. I love you with all my heart, all my heart. Like I would literally like cry for you. I would like I love you. I love you. But we just have different ideals and different beliefs about how life should be or whatever like that. Like my sister, like she don't like chocolate and I love chocolate. So it's like we got different, we're on different wavelengths, but I still love you. I still love you, period. And a lot of people don't want to like accept that. Like we could agree to disagree. Like we could still be friends. Like I don't understand why people have to stop being friends with people they disagree with. Like why can't we just have respect for each other and just be, I mean, I'm not grown, but just be mature. You feel me? Just be mature and still be friends. You feel me? You feel me? I know you feel me. I know you feel me.
So you guys, I just wanted to add one more thing that I forgot to say. Sometimes you don't have to be friends with people who you disagree with, because once upon a time I was a friend with a Trump supporter, and I personally do not like Trump. I do not like Trump. He's racist, and how can you like Trump, honestly? But you know, that's neither here or there. But I thought I could be friends with them. I thought we could just agree to disagree and we could be friends and we could just not talk about the type of things. But then I found myself just not agreeing with a lot of things they said, and it was just morally incorrect. Like it was so unethical, and I was just like, I cannot be friends with this person. So sometimes you can be friends with them, but sometimes you can't. But you do have to have a respect for people and respect for their opinions and views, because you want somebody to have respect for your opinions and views as well. So just respect people. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to be friends with them. Just respect them as a person.
Next one. Sometimes as a black girl, it is very hard to differentiate cultural appreciation and cultural appropriation. Like us as black girls, we do all these afros and braids and stuff, and we're so protective over our culture and so protective over our hair because it just has a negative like stereotype, and we're just so protective over it because we're so concerned about how people see it and things like that, because it's people always are so negative towards it. And it's like hard when someone is actually appreciating our culture, like when Korean girls or Asian girls or Hispanic girls, like when they try to do different hairstyles of ours and when they try to like experiment and do things like that. It's hard to differentiate between if it's cultural appreciation and cultural appropriation. And basically cultural appropriation is when someone is stealing someone's culture and they're not giving them credit, or they're not accepting it or acknowledging that it comes from that culture, and are not educating themselves about it. They're just doing it to just do it and just to be on trend. And cultural appreciation is actually taking the time out to learning this culture and why they do this and experiencing it and going through things like that. Like a lot of people culture appropriate with the Asian culture as well. They think it's a trend. Like black girls, they're wearing the China Lee buns like Nicki Minaj, and they're doing things like that, like having Asian photo shoots and stuff. And that's cultural appropriation as well, because it's like you're not acknowledging that this comes from the Chinese culture and you're just doing it because you think it's cute, like you're doing it because you think it's a trend. But no, these are these people's culture, and you need to take the time out to acknowledge that. And it's like all a person has to do is acknowledge that something comes from the black culture and say, yes, I know this is from the black culture, but I want to experience this and I want to understand how this works and understand why they do this. It's as simple as that. But most of the time it is cultural appropriation because they just think it's cool and just want to wear braids and they just want to do the edges and they just want to slick it and they want to do all that. But you got to understand this comes from the black culture, and you need to acknowledge that. You need to understand that. You need to understand, because this you can't just go around culture appropriating. Like, you can't do that. That's not right. Like, what, how would you feel if somebody stole something from you and passed it off as theirs, or changed the whole narrative of what it is? Like, bro, I made this. What do you mean this is something else? You did not make this. I did. You see what I'm saying? Like, if somebody you gave them the answers, you gave them a paper that you wrote, and they gave it to the teacher and they said, this is my paper, they changed the name or whatever, and this is my paper now. So like, you will feel hurt. You will feel like, bro, this is my paper, what are you doing? Like, this is mine, what are you doing? You see what I'm saying? Cultural appropriation. Give appreciation to the cultures that you are experiencing. You feel me? Like, I feel like also with the like interracial couple thing, I seen this video of this Korean girl, and she got she didn't get box braids, she got Ghana braids, and her boyfriend was black. And some people were hating on the video, but I just feel like that is cultural appreciation, because that Korean girl, she's gonna have a black daughter one day. She's gonna have a black son one day, and she doesn't know what the feeling of braids is. She doesn't know what the feeling of going to a black salon. She doesn't know any of these feelings. So it's good for her to experience this and actually appreciate the culture and learn about it, so she can teach her children how to deal with this and things like that. Like, I just feel like when this cultural appreciation is good, because it's teaching like whatever. People just need to appreciate cultures that they are appropriating. A lot of people, it's so like, a lot of black people appropriate the Asian culture, and I guess I don't know if any Asians are speaking out about it, but they need to, because white people appropriate black culture and black people rave. Like, black people go crazy, but Chinese people, they don't say anything when other races are appropriating their culture. I just feel like people need to stand up for their culture instead of stand up for their beliefs. Period. And like, I can admit, it's like hard. It's hard to accept cultural appreciation, because people just downgrade on black hair, and they just like they just are just so negative towards it, and it's just so negative. And like, when it's somebody else's wearing something that's yours and they're getting appreciation and praise for it, it's like, well, why can't I get appreciation and praise when I do this? Like, why can't I? You see what I'm saying? It's hard to accept cultural appreciation, but we have to accept cultural appreciation, because that's how we're gonna all like be together as one, as of human race. Not races, the human race. When we all accept and acknowledge each other's cultures and appreciate each other. But you guys, that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it wasn't too long. I want to do another unpopular opinions video, because I really liked doing it. Like, I had a blast. I like doing these unpopular opinions. Let me know if y'all want another unpopular opinions video, whether it be school edition or mall, unpopular opinions about the mall, or unpopular opinions about food, like different things that you guys would want me to do, because I would love to do it. You know, I love talking. Yeah, I love talking. But you guys, that is all for today's video. I thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you tell your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle. Make sure you turn on subscribe to my channel. And you guys, thank you for clicking this video, because you did not have to, but you did something, you guys. And that's all for today's video. Bye.